All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 24. Let's go. Come on. Alert. Hey, check 25.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times.
Love. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 2nd down, Love. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st down, Watson finding Knox there, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? We own them. We own them. Check safety, check safety. Check 24, check 25.
That would give running right is Love. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Down. 18 Gators. Let's go, let's go. 80 weapons. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
They'll drop the throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
That's their own 25-yard line.
Set. 10 logo. Go. Go.
Now they try the right side here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 51.
From the gun, Flanagan. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now?
A word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 2nd down now, it's Love. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back to throw, Watson. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now it's Watson. And this will be caught at the 30. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll take it across the 50 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On second down, it's Love. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First down, Packers.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Love. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 4. Check 4.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Bryce Love, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Get it.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
50. Mike 50. It's a party now. It's a party. Look at me. Zipper. Go, go. Hey, Rocket. Ready?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here we go. 50-70, Indy. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, let's go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll work it inside the 15 for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Set up, 8, read. Yeah, he don't want none.
Right back to him on first down. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Pick it up. Switch. Blue draw Corkins. Shit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Ready. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the run. Slam. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
We play to win. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
3rd and 2, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This is brought in at the 21. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He'll rifle it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll start the drive with Love here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run on 1st down. Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 2nd down now. It's Love, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check three.
On third down, here's Love. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, it's Watson. Bryant has it. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
61, matchbox lights. Save.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And a cutback right sideline. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him, but I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Love. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? To throw is Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
At the 37-yard line.
He's checking. Crash.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, set. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Hey, Foxtrot.
On first down, Flanagan airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Good set. You 18. I 55. I got one. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. On the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Silver. Check 43. Let's go.
2nd and 5. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We're back now in KC. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Check Mike. Shift. 59. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Packers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go defense. Here we go. Patch it. 54.
Watson now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Love. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of 8 yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Mike, 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a give, right side. Love. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check the backer, check the backer. Shift. Whip.
Looking to throw. Flanagan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Check 50. Kill.
On third down, it's Love. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. They'll run for it with Love. And some room to run now. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Love, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Here we go. Back.
Get down now. It's Love. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you.
On third down, Love. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Touchdown, Packers. In for the score. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2.
Hey, we got tight right. You got 3.
They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over
Let's
first
go,
and
boys.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 49. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd and 9, Watson, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Here's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
Protein spill. 36. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught. Smith. And down to the 15. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Flanagan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch now. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 7. Mike 56. Mike 56. Switch up.
Looking to throw. Flanagan. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.